Unruly.
No drink.
Unruly.
Mom call.
Unruly. Unruly. Mom call. My name is Ish.
Yes.
I'm off the leash.
Yes.
And when these kids get on my nerves, I want to scream.
Unruly.
Unruly.
Mom call. Unruly. Unruly.
Mom
I
call.
go by Michelle.
Yeah.
I'm with my kids.
Yeah.
We fresh as heck.
Yeah.
Running up them digits.
Yeah.
Shop with Michelle.
Yeah.
Unruly.
Unruly.
Welcome
Unruly. Unruly.
Mom call.
Welcome to Unruly Moms. I'm Ish.
I'm Michelle.
And this is Unruly Moms. Hi, y'all.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on? So this is I think this is
the 8th.
Is this the 8th episode?
It's like the 8th.
But this is also
and Dream. We forgot to introduce Jean,
co-host.
Yeah, the Coco.
But this is we haven't been on video in a while.
We haven't been on video in a while.
Yeah, we do little small contents, but we haven't did a episodic video.
I know, because I feel like videos. I don't know the faces I be making.
No facts. No. Okay, so a little fun fact. We're both Gemini. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. So our face game be serious. Our face game be serious.
Face game be on T because what?
Huh?
Not for real.
But it be serious. Like people be like, Aisha, you cannot hide nothing on your face.
Because your face can't hide emotions. I don't mean to. I really be trying to hide it.
I be trying to. It be my brain.
I really be trying to hide it, but I just be feeling like it still be like.
Yeah.
I need to show it.
Yeah.
It needs to be shown.
Yeah. I need you to get a little hint.
I need you to see.
I need you to get a little hint.
I need you to see.
So today, Unruly Moms, we want to talk about finding your style as a mom. Meaning your personal clothing style, hairstyle, stuff like that. So do you feel like you lost a sense of your style since becoming a mom?
No, I feel like I gained it. I always been a comfortable, always just want to wear comfortable stuff, like sweatpants type of.
Okay.
But still swaggy.
Right.
But I feel like I gained it back now. Now I feel like I dress more appropriate to my age and to being a mom. Now I look like a mom.
Right. So that's what I want to say too. When it comes to when you said appropriate, I feel like that's different for different people.
It's different. Mm-hmm.
And for me, I would say I do care less in a sense now, but I'm trying to, especially being a taller mom. I just became a mom 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so during that time, timing, now different. But it's just different.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, all right, let's throw on this, let's throw on that. But sometimes I'm like, okay, nah, when I put it on.
Yeah, period.
But I do feel like it's a little different, and now I am trying to find my scent.
Yeah.
I feel like any phase I went through, right, in my life, whether I was a preteen, a teenager, going into high school,
right,
going into college, leaving college, I always changed a little bit of my style. My sister used to be like, Aisha, you just like an old lady. It wasn't that I dressed like an old lady. I just had a different style that I liked during that time. Mm-hmm. And even during high school, I like to be different. So I used to wear my grandmother and mother's brooch, the little pins. I thought it was cute.
Grandma and mom was fly.
She had different little clown ones and Christmas ones. It was just so many cute little, and I thought it was pendants. Different pendants. Mm-hmm. And so I always like to be different.
Yeah, that's cute,
though. And so I used to wear those in high school. I used to wear my little blazers.
Yeah.
I used to put on my blazers and put them on. I used to like that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I used to use it was different.
That's cute.
But now I do feel as I'm aging, your style changes. I feel like what you like changes, trends change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Things like that. But so I do feel slightly that I lost some of my style, like becoming a mom, because now I'm like, I don't care, but I'm trying to get back to the point where it's just like, okay, no. Every time you go out, you care about what you put. You care about what you put on.
Yeah, that's true. But I really don't feel like I lost my style. It's just I'm at the point where I'm just like, some days I do and some days I don't. Sometimes I feel like putting it on, and sometimes I just want to chill, like have a chill or So I feel like with me, it's just like I don't care sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
I think one of the biggest things for me, in a sense of why I say, like, you know, I'm trying to get back to, like, you know, caring, is because one of the biggest things that I always say, like, your first impressions matter.
They do.
Right? So even if you, like, for me, like, personally, like, even if you go into the grocery store, at least try to look, like, presentable. For me, like, no shade to nobody that wear pajamas outside. No shade. I just don't wear pajamas outside.
Yeah, I just don't wear pajamas outside.
Yeah. So, but that's just like my thing, you know, like, so, but, so I just feel like you never know who you're going to meet. You know, and some people, you could meet somebody, you could pass up somebody, or somebody can pass you up that day because they're like, oh nah, this how she looking, or she
stereotyping you,
not knowing what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I always at least try to look, you know, somewhat presentable, somewhat, especially when I'm going out the house.
I think that when you dressing like clothes, it's like a you thing. Like
you get your own personal style. I feel like if you don't have your own personal style, it don't look right. Whatever you put on, it don't look right because you don't know who you are.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You don't know what you like. Yeah, you don't know what you like. You don't know how it look on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you dress for your personality.
Yep.
And I just literally just having this conversation with another mom, but you dress for your personality. You dress for how you feel, right?
Real live, actual footage of mompreneuing. This is mompreneuing.
Yeah, mompreneuing.
Listen, them kids gonna be they in here. They live here.
Absolutely.
So whatever don't let nothing stop you from being what you gotta be or who you gotta be.
Friend.
Like
it don't matter. No distractions. You just keep moving.
Focus, man. Focus. Just be consistent in whatever you got going on.
Absolutely.
Don't let them kids stop your destiny.
And that's just a tip too. I think that's a tip too. When you're a mom in business and you're a mom, like, you know, doing stuff, even with work, you have goals, like, you're like, you know, some people could be like, oh, why are you having a video? Like, she couldn't this, she couldn't go.
No, she couldn't.
But it's like, even at work, when you on the phone and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be hard for you to work from home and have your kids at home. Like a lot of moms are going through that right now. And they can't even take a phone call because and you know what I'm saying? But you gotta work through it how you work through it. And moms working through it. How they
moms is working through it. Yep, especially the single moms.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Lord.
Absolutely. I actually commend single moms. I'm not a single mom. But I commend the single moms because literally, like, I am, some days I'm like to capacity, right? When it comes to taking care of my children and like being around my children, because I'm like, so I probably worked a lot that day, didn't sleep that well that day. And
I can speak from experience because I am a single mom. So I feel like the biggest thing I learned from being a single mom is that you just gotta go with the flow. Like sometimes the biggest thing I have with being a single mom is time. I don't have time for nothing. Like all I got time for is to be kids, working, home. That's it. Like I don't have time for nothing. I don't got time to be nowhere to be, but when I do got time, I got time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the biggest thing with me being a single mom is it's just time. Like I need time for me. But I feel like it's the same. It's the same. Like but it's not the same because everything is on you. Everything on me.
Right.
I gotta make sure everything. Like I don't have a second person, and I be feeling like, wow. You know what I mean?
Like why what?
Like why I don't have a second person.
Okay.
Not even saying it like we ain't gotta be together, but why you can't be here with the kid. Like why?
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to be a family. Now we family. Now we consider family. So let's do this for the kid.
Right. I feel like a lot of people don't like, one, they don't understand that. They don't.
Selfish, you think?
I think people are really selfish with their own emotions.
Yeah.
Right? So they very like just focus on their emotions and how they feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some people can't be around certain people, but I'm like, if people are focused solely on your kids, nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
What I do over here don't matter. What you do over there don't matter. If you're solely focused on a kid, you could come to my house. We can hang out. You can watch movies with the kids and vice versa.
Yep.
If it's solely focused on the kids, but a lot of times it's never solely focused on the kids.
It's never so, because like you said, it's emotions. I feel like it'd be like emotions tied in there. Like, nigga, like we tried. It didn't work. Let's move on.
Life moves on. But there's like 7 billion people in the world.
Like, it is 7 billion people around.
Like 7 billion people.
And it's plenty of fish in the sea.
Probably 14 billion.
Like, it's plenty of room for more growth.
I do feel like that. I feel like it's hard though for people to like move forward, to like kind of like, especially for like from what they know and what they're comfortable with.
I think it's only hard because you allow it to be.
Absolutely.
If you were sitting there saying, you keep sitting there saying it's gonna be hard.
No, absolutely. I feel like it's mindset.
It's mindset.
When you get over the social construction of certain things or how you were raised, I feel like, and you really get down to the nitty gritty and you free your mind, like no lie. This is gonna go over a lot of y'all heads, but you really gotta free your mind from a lot of the shit that you was taught, a lot of things that you was indoctrinated with. Some of that shit gotta go. It's not healthy.
Not for you. You gotta figure out what's your mind.
You really understand what matters. You can be content with change. You can be content with flow. You can be content with people removing themselves, with people adding themselves. Nothing should change you. Nothing. And I really feel like, with that being said, y'all, meditate. Learn how to meditate. Learn how to quiet your mind. Learn how to be alone. Learn how to be in your aloneness.
Find yourself.
Seriously.
Find yourself.
When you find yourself and you really understand that, all bets are off. You're free.
Nothing really matters at all. Like, seriously. That's a word, friend.
I'm telling you.
Find yourself.
Find
peace in yourself.
Absolutely.
When you find peace in yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody hold you back. Can't nobody push you. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody put you down.
Nothing. Because you know you. It don't matter. Literally, it will not matter.
And when you find yourself again as a mom, that's powerful. It's like
because I do feel like you can lose yourself a little bit as a mom.
Because you're so focused on the kids. You ain't even focused on you no more. So, you do lose yourself. So,
you're trying to get that balance back. All right, this is this and that. And two, like, I feel like a lot of times when we become parents, and you said we focus so much on the children, and we're trying to align ourselves with how our kids are, right? Because they're added addition, right? But it's like, no, you are added to me.
Yes.
So
follow me. Follow my lead.
Follow my lead. So our kids have to
get in there,
ingrained into our lifestyle. And how we move. And then of course it's gonna be
friction.
No. Of course it's gonna be some type of merging and some type of what's it called? Not cooperation, but some type of
meaning.
No. Like what's that called?
No, I'm saying meaning. Like what is the meaning of the word? Like when you trying to
compromise.
Okay.
So of course there's gonna be some type of compromising, right? You compromise with your kids compromise with you. They might not wanna wear that. Okay, so you gotta compromise. Okay, hey, you wear this, we do this. You won't have to wear this tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or anything. Oh, you don't want this type of breakfast? Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I made it for you today. Tomorrow, you just like.
And if you don't like it, then we're just trying it.
We're just trying it. Yeah. You know. So and then with both lives, you compromise a little. They compromise a little. But y'all, you know, that's how I feel like you make a balance.
Yeah.
As like you said, you trying to find yourself again as a mom, and that's what I'm starting to like know. Instead of just focusing like, oh, you don't want that, you don't want to do that. Okay, we're not doing it.
Yeah,
it's like no, we're doing it. Yeah, and we could do it a different way. We just gotta because I feel like even though your children are younger, starting young and teaching your kids how to compromise with stuff is super important.
Yes, absolutely.
Because then they grow up as adults and don't know how to compromise and have bad relationships with people because they want to just do things completely their way, and that's really not how the world works.
That's not how the world. It absolutely not.
So
absolutely not. That's the truth. So that's another thing I learned from being a single mom too. Like just finding myself, because you know what I mean. Like when it's just you and them kids in y'all space, that shit hard. When you ain't got time to think. You ain't got one of them sick. You gotta go to work. This one gotta get to school. You don't got no babysitter. But that shit is hard.
And just trying to figure it all out.
I done been through it. I done been through it. Like it's been times I couldn't even go to work sometimes. Like what? I done missed out on money.
Yeah.
Because I had to make sure the kids, they wasn't even in school yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like days like that. If you like that shit is hard. It's embarrassing. It's like you've been let down by people that told you they had you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no support in anything in life. No support in anything. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
Because you want people to be there for you.
Of course. Yeah. And I, like I said, I can only, and that's why, like, even moving to a state where, like, I don't have like the biggest support, like I talked about before, in a sense of like, and it's not that I don't have a support. I don't want to take away from people here, you know, that do stuff, but like in a sense of like how I say, like I need like support from me.
Yeah, your support. You know
what I'm saying. So it's just like I never take for granted anybody's support. I never take for granted anything that anybody does for me, because like you said, like, no, I'm not a single mom. No, I've never been a single mom, but just in a sense of knowing how important like your village is and the support is, and like from just moving away from that for myself, I'm like, oh wow, like no, like that's needed. It's like needed. I don't know how people do it without it, you know? Like, you know, and they do it because you have to.
And you build yourself. You know, like
build yourself.
People always be like, strong moms is always mean. They always on their kids, like on their sons, because we have to. They all we got. So I'm gonna be hard on my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you be over top of them. Like make sure they all I got. Literally.
So on that topic, and you say you're gonna be like on top of your kids, and like, because we talked about.
I'm saying like school wise, or like doing the right thing, or stuff like that, but like decisions, like making their own choices, I let my kids choose.
I was about to ask you, so like how do you go from that like balance of like raising like independent children?
Raising independent children is easy,
like,
because they want to be independent. They want to do stuff for their own. They like the feel of that. So it's easy, and then they watch you. So it's like it's imprinted in them. So they're going to naturally do it. Because I watch them. If I do something, I watch my daughter do it. So that's how I always try to be on point with her. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
She watches me.
Absolutely.
Even if it's washing the dishes.
Anything.
I done seen that girl get up like an old lady, clean the kitchen, living room, made sure Dream was straight, and went back to her room. Old lady shit. She only 11. You see what I'm saying? Like I know it's working, and I see it's working, so I continue to try to be that for her, because I like to see it, and I want her to be that woman. You know what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, so in a sense, I understand what you're saying. Because even again, my children, they're 3 and 2, but literally, like you said, it's little stuff where
you can see them turning into you.
You could see them, yes, and you see the little things that they do, like Javi, like she really likes to clean up. Like she'll start organizing stuff.
Yeah.
And even like things like her dad, like that's her dad. Like he'll like pick stuff up and organize it, and she'll put it away.
She watching.
Like she watching. You can always notice when your kids are watching, you know. By even, and so that I feel like that's super important too. When we talked about when you basically talked about like you always try to make sure like you're on point.
Yeah.
And even before I had kids, I have a niece. And I always used to say that growing up, like, and I think like even that's one of the reasons even why like in like high school and I went to college because I wanted my niece to like, not that her mom was a great mom. Her mom, the same thing, went to school, went to college, but I felt like that was her mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's my mom. I wanted her to see like, okay, another woman, like, you know, she's younger, like, you know, like, and me and my niece, we have a close relationship, but I always like, for some reason, like, I always want to make her proud, like, oh, show her, like, oh, this what you do, this, that, and the third. I'm not perfect.
No, we're not asking you to be perfect. We're not asking you to be perfect. You just feel like you at your best when you're a mom. Right. So you want what's best for your children at all times. So I want my children to grow up and be their best self. So I'm gonna be my best self every chance I get in front of them, showing them like, this is what you do. I just don't want nobody to speak on you, speak bad about you. Take care of yourself.
Do you ever feel like, so do you feel like you are like a helicopter parent, or do you feel like you where do you feel like you lie? Because you can go from like helicoptering and then like being neglectful.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, not saying it like that, but like, yeah, I do helicopter my kids because I feel like sometimes they need to be helicoptered. Yeah, I do neglect them sometimes because sometimes they need to be neglected. Not in a bad way.
I know what you're saying. Not in the sense of how people use neglect.
Yeah, sometimes I do neglect what they say, or because it's just like, girl, boy, why would you say that? Why would you feel like that? Why would you? Okay, so I'm gonna ignore it because if I ignore it, then don't say that shit again.
Right, in the sense of the same thing where like my daughter, my 2-year-old, crying in the car.
Yeah.
And she crying in the car. I'm like, oh, what's wrong? She's not telling you what's wrong. She's just there.
Yeah.
She wants the doll baby that's on the floor, but I'm driving.
And she wants you to.
Is that considered neglect?
That's not neglect. That's not neglect at all.
And she wheeling out. But I know some moms that would be like, oh, let me pull over. What's wrong? I'm not doing that.
I'm not that type of person.
I'm not doing that. I'm driving, and I let them know I'm driving. Yeah. I cannot help you right now. They keep crying.
And that's another thing. Don't let them kids control you.
That's the thing. Don't do it.
The tallest stage, 4 or 5-year-olds, they try to control you. They try to control you because they know you're not gonna say no. You ain't gonna leave them without. You're gonna always take care of them. So
don't let them kids control you because then they're gonna walk all over you.
They're gonna step. Step hard too.
Dealing with it, and it's not that I let them control me, but for some reason I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the tallest stage or what it is, but
I think it's crying.
They be thinking I'm like an invisible ghost. I be like, come here, y'all. I don't get no footsteps coming to me.
They do that on purpose. But if dad called, what they do? Exactly. They do that on purpose because it's
insane.
Moms is just so sensitive. We got sensitive,
and we be like, yeah.
So
sometimes I do be like, oh, my baby, or this and that. Oh, what's wrong? But now I'm like, my daughter's like, oh, Johnny scratched me right here. Bye.
So do you think that we sensitive on our kids because we know that dad won't handle the hard part? Because back in the day, it was always hard moms. It was always I've known, especially boy moms, especially ones that got the sons. They always be like, my mom don't play. She don't play. Like, she really was the man.
Because so I feel like during that time is really when it started being like dads wasn't in the house.
Yeah.
During that time.
Yeah.
I feel like it is switching over back where like fathers are starting to be in the house more and starting to be more active. But I feel like during that time of the moms that we're talking about, dads wasn't really like I would say like in our community, the Black community, dads wasn't really in the home. Not saying at all, but I'm just saying like I feel like that's why the moms had to be hard, and that was during the time where it's like moms started working.
Yeah.
And they was again trying to deal with working, raising kids, paying bills.
I got an argument
all that
the other day with my friend because we going back and forth because he like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about because back in the day, women wasn't allowed to have jobs. That's why the man worked because we wasn't allowed to have a job.
No, that not during the time of like our moms and stuff.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The time with our moms.
No. That's not during the times when
I know that's not true because my mom and my dad had a job.
Not during the times of our moms. Not during those times. Mm-mm. Maybe the time like our great grandmas or something.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. He said, "Nah, our moms was not allowed to work. That's why y'all was always at home. You made sure you kept the house. This.
No. In the 60s, 70s, women, especially in the 70s, 80s, women was allowed to work.
Cleaning does not require a man or a woman. It doesn't just require a woman. Yeah. It requires a man and a woman.
It requires humans.
Period.
Humans. Cats clean that area, dogs clean that area, birds clean that area.
That's not y'all sexualize every freaking thing. Let me tell you, God really made us from a man's rib. So that means I can do anything you could do because God made us the same. Mm-hmm. Like, stop sexualizing stuff. Anything a man can do, a woman can do. Anything a woman can do.
Anything a woman can do, a man can do. Kinda.
Not this area. In this area.
No, but
I'm talking about
no. Physical. I know what you talk about, like physical things, but I do feel like there are some there's always some yeah.
I can do,
but I feel like
I can build a house.
Oh, absolutely. My mom did it all day. She builds stuff, paints stuff. The grass. Yeah,
I could do absolutely. Stop trying to make it seem like I need a man to do things. I don't. I got me,
and vice versa. Like, and I think that's why now there's a lot of like
men can cook.
Yeah, men cook good as shit.
Men cook. Man,
I love it.
Give me a man that can cook some good soul food. I'm talking about my grandmother cooked it.
Yeah, my dad used to chef it up. Like, but my dad had like 9, like 6 older sisters. And shit.
Okay.
So like older sisters.
Not even that. You had to be in the kitchen. In our mom and dad's days, you had to be in the kitchen because you had to
like pull your weight and stuff.
You had to cut the potatoes. Like, you gotta help. Mm-hmm. It was no way that you could not be in this house and you wasn't helping with nothing, even if it's cleaning. Man or woman.
Facts. No, that's facts. So. But
I just want to say that because I feel like I did just want to say that because I just really feel like stop. Y'all be thinking like I could do everything that you can do. Like I can, and then you want to call us strong and talk about like shut up about it. I could do it. I could do it. And I can do it super cutesy.
Listen, not super cutesy. Very different.
Yeah.
No, but to talk about that, how do you feel about the word super mom? How do you feel about that word? Like, do you like that word? Because I have you want to talk about it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I've heard the word like, oh, like you're a super mom in a good way.
Yeah.
Right? And that was somebody's way of complimenting me.
Yeah.
Then I heard it in a way was like, okay, super mom. And that way, where it was a little shade.
Oh, like different meanings.
It was a little shade because I was either doing a lot. I had my kid on my hip and I had 4 grocery bags and somebody asked me, oh, do I need help? And I said no. So they're like, okay, super mom, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I heard it kind of both ways. But I don't really want that on. Like,
yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Like, I don't want that on me. I don't want to be. I just want to be like a mom.
You just want a mom in peace.
Cause I feel like I don't know. I just feel like when people be like super mom, it's like they really be like, oh, you can do it all. Yeah. And granted, yes, you can do it all.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it all. But do I want? It's not like I want to do it all. Yeah. I'm doing it all because this is the situation right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be the superhero, super mom saving lives. Like, what? What?
I do though.
I do. I do that. But what I'm saying is, I don't want it have to always be on me.
Be said. You don't want it to always be said.
I don't want it to always have to be on me to do that.
Okay. I feel like I like that word. I like when people say, "Okay, super mom." Like,
but that's what I'm saying. People could say it in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, super mom. Like, oh, super mom. Like,
I heard it sarcastically too.
Yeah.
And the bad part about it is I heard it from their dad. So
yeah.
Okay, super mom.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I am that.
Yeah.
I will be a super mom. What do you?
Yeah. But I feel like when certain people put that on you, they kind of like back away because they're like, oh, she know what she's doing.
Yeah, they notice that you can handle it.
So they don't jump in, or they don't think that you require any assistance.
Yeah,
no,
agreed.
It's not that.
I do require, but I make it look good. I make it look presentable because I have to.
Yeah.
And I know if I look presentable, my kids gonna look presentable, and it's gonna flow. Mm-hmm. When you're a good mom, your kids flow with you, and you could tell. And you could tell when you're like.
That's fact.
I be in here thinking that I'm being like, cause I don't have it to get for them. But we got a roof over our head. They eating fine. Their skin's glowing. They look healthy. They have clean clothes.
Right.
Shoes are clean.
Right.
They're going to school. They get A's and B's.
Right.
Proud.
Period.
Proud.
Super mom. Yeah, that's facts though. That's facts though.
I feel
like just reclaiming that word, I think in a positive way is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In a positive way.
Yeah, I think like my opinion on it was just because I heard it in like shady ways. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be a super shit. If you think that's what a super mom did, I want to do it because I'm stressed out.
Let you feel that. You feel that way, but I don't feel like I'm a super mom. I'm just momming.
You're just momming.
I'm just momming, and if I look good doing it, then okay, okay, I look good doing it.
Yeah.
Moms wear a cape. You do. We do wear a cape.
I like to redefine my cape. I want to take it off and put it back on.
Yeah,
I do want to be like Superman.
Listen,
I want to take it off and put it back on. Take it off only when it's needed. I mean,
yeah,
put it on only when it's needed, and then take it off when it's not.
This is just the process. Our kids grow up.
Yeah,
it's the end of the road, and you're gonna be so proud at the end of the road and be like, I raised that.
Yeah,
that's what I raised.
Question. No, because this is some serious talk. Like, I really be wondering, like, if moms look back on their kids and be like, "Oh, I'm not proud of the kid I raised."
You think so? I think so.
I
think because you grew up and be nothing that I actually we put blood, sweat, and tears into you.
See, we don't have that experience yet, right? Because our kids are grown, we don't know the adults that they're going to be and stuff like that.
But we know they're going to change. You know your kid is not going to be this kid all his life.
Right, but I'm talking about, like, this is on my mind because I'm talking about, like, I was watching, what was I watching on Netflix? The Worst Ex Ever.
Oh, I need to start watching that. I said I was.
And it was this guy on there, and he was an adult, and he just kind of
spiraled.
Yes. And his parents were still together, and they're like, I don't know. Yeah. I didn't raise this person. Like, he was such a good kid and this and that.
You didn't raise that person.
And
drugs and alcohol did.
But this dude wasn't even on drugs
and alcohol. He wasn't on drugs?
No, he wasn't even on drugs and alcohol. And it's like, I be wondering, like, how do parents feel when they see their kids grow up to not be what they thought it would be? Like, how would you feel as a mom? Like, how would you feel as a mom?
I'd be hurt.
You'll be hurt.
Honestly, I'd be hurt because I'd be hurt not because they turned into this person. I'd be hurt because why you didn't tell me? Like, why you felt like you couldn't come? Because I feel like it's probably a mental thing. It gotta be.
Yeah.
And we never know when we're raising our kids what would really be on their mind.
Or really, because kids really don't always
they don't all they doing is just going with the flow, living. They taken care of, they good. They don't really have to talk to you as much. So even though they do talk to you, we still don't know what's on their mind.
And that's why I was just talking to somebody too. Like, I really want to teach my kids emotional intelligence, right? So, and I was just watching this. I think it's I'm gonna shout y'all out. I can't remember. I'm gonna tag them. but it's really good. Instagram, they have a podcast as well, and it's two women, and she was talking about excuse me, she was talking about how sometimes we don't know how to express our emotions, right? And we just think we're sad, mad, this. But there's other emotions that we feel in anger. There's other emotions that we feel in sadness, right? But people don't know those words. I think it was like the emotional well or something. Yeah. I'm going to show her out because that's a really good podcast. I think everybody should listen to it. But and they really talk about just healing and like I like that. Understanding yourself and understanding your feelings because there's like, again, there's a lot of things that you feel that's just not sadness. Yeah. You know, it could be grief. It could be disappointment of why you think you're feeling sad. Right. And I feel like when people start understanding and being like emotionally intelligent of what they're feeling and really expressing like, oh, like I'm not sad, like I'm grieving because of this, then you can really have a real conversation. Yeah. And that's what I'm really like trying to teach my children is emotional intelligence and how to really express yourself, express and describe what you're feeling and not go over it with like a common word of like anger.
What are you angry about?
Like, what are you angry about?
Explain it.
You know what I'm saying? Describe it. What's that feeling? So we can work it out. Yeah. And I feel like that's like one of the biggest things too that people don't. But not just because people don't do it. It's people don't know how.
They don't know how.
And I feel like now us having our generation, us having real conversations about it, because I see it a lot. Yeah. You can us having real conversations about it, we're starting to like fix. Yeah. The next generation. Absolutely. And show them this is how you do it.
Because it is the truth that kids are the future.
Yeah, absolutely. We're the future. Like that's just facts. We just was the future. Yeah. Like, you know, like we're the future. We're the now.
We're the
now.
Adults. Yeah.
We're the adults now. We're the now.
Agreed.
And so whatever we do now is definitely going to affect the kids in the future.
Look out for the youth. Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
The roof. No,
really raise the fire. Kids. But you know what? Kids they just be looking for friends in us. They really want us to be their friend. Like, I noticed that. They really want us to just like play, but be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get on me a little bit, but don't get on me too much. Yeah. Kids, they just want to vibe with you. Yeah. So that's how I create a relationship with my kids. I vibe with them. I just come in and be off some funny
whatever
stuff
they
all
kinda,
the time. Like, and I just make it funny.
Like go kind of with their flow.
Go with their flow. And they be like, Mom always come in. I know she come with some funny stuff or some positive stuff about God. Because my daughter, she get up every day. I hear her in the bathroom listening to my own videos. Thank you, God. Yeah. I told you to watch over my children.
Love that. Love that for
watch
her.
over them for me. I love that for her. And I was like, dang.
Yes, go follow Michelle CEO.
Michelle the CEO.
On TikTok.
Jim Sonia.
We gonna put our things right here.
We gonna put our things right there. And if you're looking for comfortable clothes to wear outside, not them pajamas, I got you.
Got you.
I got you.
Got you.
That's what you do.
We already discussed this, but we are going to be coming out with some Unruly Mom fall merch. Yeah. That should be dropping in the next few weeks.
It should.
So look out for it. It's going to be cute little sets, something like this, something comfortable, cozy, but cute.
Because
for fall,
I feel like moms like fall. This
I love. Yeah. I was just saying that in my head yesterday. I said, "Oh, I love fall. I love me a sweater.
I love me a sweater. Them long ones.
I love me a sweater.
I love the long cardigan. I'm a tear the street up.
I used to wear cardigans all the time, but nonetheless, I love me. Yeah. I love fall.
I love fall.
I love a cute sweater.
Yeah, I love.
I love some like because some cute sweatpants, some cute, just something cute, some sneakers. Throw on. Boom.
Shit.
Kids in school. Boom. Grocery shopping done. Boom. Business done. Boom. Laundry done. Boom. Comfortable. Kick off my shoes. Put on my slippers. Loungewear.
Still lounging. I did all that in lounge. It's crazy work.
But no. Yes, y'all. So
we coming out with fall and merch.
And merch.
And merch.
And merch. Yes.
Sweaters. sweatsuits, sweatpants, sweat shorts, like whatever.
Sweat shorts and sweaters.
And sweaters. I love that for
some sneakers.
Us and you too. I love that for you.
Yes. So catch us next time
on Unruly Moms. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell them,
and comment. Comment on the stuff that we talked about. We talked about a lot of little stuff today. We talked about mom style. We talked about moms in business. We talked about emotional intelligence, raising our kids. We talked about being a helicopter mom and independent kids. We talked about a lot of little stuff today.
We talked about good stuff today. I like this talk.
Yeah. So just tap in. What do you feel? How are you feeling about it? Something that you may want us to discuss. Let us know.
Get it off your mental. Because we don't need no distractions when raising these kids. Mm-mm. So let us know.
Yes.
In the comments.
And we are out.